Okay, guys, I went and did it, and I broke my vow of never buying a ZT. I always said they were big, clunky, heavy paperweights, and didn't really think too much of them. But I knew everybody loved them. I mean, they're super popular. So I got my hands on a 550 that my dad was selling. I got to play with it for about a week or so, and I was just really impressed with the solidness and how well it flipped open. And it just continued to grow and grow and grow on me. I ended up having to sell it, but I decided I would buy one. So the one I've been looking at, which I keep hearing was the Super Flipper, is the 801. Titanium handles, Elmex steel, and yes, it is a flipper among the god among flippers. Let's say that. It's the best flipper I think I've ever got my hands on. It is so smooth. So smooth. It is amazing, guys. It's really impressive. For just under 200 bucks it is. If you're a flipper person, this is the one to have. Now, it is a little bit boring, just a straight silverish color. So I'm sending mine out to Fernando, the Lionhearted 86, and he's going to do some special pimping to it for me. And I'll show you guys that when it comes back. It's going to be sweet. But if you guys are thinking about getting an 801, I strongly recommend it. It's awesome. I love it. It's going to be my main carry once it comes back from getting pimped. And I think I think ZT has fixed their Elmex problem, because this thing has held a hair-popping edge since it came. I haven't had to sharpen it once. And it still will shave your arm. But I love to just sit there and flip it. Now, I guess the way ZTs are built, the transition from lifting the lock face to, it's right about there, where the detent ball has to rise up and onto the tang of the knife. Because a lot of knives, when you push the lock out of the way, you're pushing the detent ball up onto the tang, the back side of the blade. But I guess the way ZTs are made, that doesn't always happen. Yeah, because it's right there and your thumb would be in the way, so you have to move your thumb to get that to that point. So it bugged me, because mine really stuck at that point. And I'd be flipping it and playing with it, and I'd go to close it, and it would stick at that point. And I'd go to push it with my finger, and it would finally break free and slam down on my thumb. I know it sounds stupid, but I probably did it half a dozen times. Just that point right there. And you have to support the knife like this to hold it, and not being ready for it to break free. And so I did a little adjustment of my own. See if you guys can see it right there. See that little notch? Let me get my pointer. See that little notch cut out right there? I ground and polished basically a ramp for the detent ball to get up and over the back side of the tang easier. It doesn't look like much, but it makes a heck of a difference. Excuse me. It doesn't interfere with the lockup or anything. And it just makes a world of difference. So when you're, come on, focus you. So when you're going back to close, you can still feel where that wants to catch, but because of that ramp I built, it just is smooth. You can even just drop it right through there. So I'm really happy with how that turned out. Just made a great knife even better. So if you guys have a ZT-801 and it's kind of sticky right there, give it a shot. Try to make a little ramp. I just took my Dremel and a little diamond bit and ground in a little ramp for it to slide up on. But this isn't a review. This is to show you guys that I've got one of these now, and I love it. I'm really impressed with ZT now. Great flipper. So impressed, I went and bought another one. My first I've held a 560 at the store. But this is the first time I actually really got to play with one and flip it. And you guys can see this is the black model. Love that black. It's a pretty low serial number 244. Awesome knife. I always hesitated in buying one because they're so big, but really when you think about it, such a good grip. As a hard working knife, this is epic. Great grip. These little diamond pattern cutout is really comfy on the hand. Like it massages your hand. I know a lot of you guys have these or have your hands on them, have had your hands on them. So this is old news, but I'm really impressed with it. Great knife. It didn't come as sharp as the 801, but this had a previous owner, so it doesn't look like it's been used, but maybe he used it just a little bit. There's no wear on it anywhere. But yep, I am officially now a ZT fan. Really dig them. Great flippers, and I'm a big flipper guy. Great flippers. Love it. Even the 801 can just flip any way, shape, or form. I think I can even pinky it. So, I wanted to share with you guys my new love for ZTs. I fought it and pulled the trigger, and I'm very glad I did. So, share your love in the little comments below and tell me what you guys think of ZT, or share your hate if you don't like them. I just like to get info as much as I can on them. But so far so good. Alrighty. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care and have a good night.